Hello again, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, and we're going to talk about how to install a tree root barrier today. Now, trees are a critical part of our environment. They provide us shade, they provide us oxygen, and for flowering trees, they give us all this wonderful beauty as well. But I always kind of talked about people thinking that trees are sometimes like dogs and that they get them when they're so tiny and suddenly they get bigger and bigger and bigger and the roots start breaking things. They start cracking sidewalks and house foundations and driveways. What can you do if you have a big mature tree and you want to install some nice hardscape right by it? You really have got to put in a tree root barrier. So we're going to look at two different kinds. Mostly we're going to talk about the solid type, but there is also the fabric type. The fabric kind has little nodules on it that secrete little enzymes to help reduce root growth around it. The solid type drive the roots down, and that's the one we're going to look at today. This is the NDS root barrier. So here are the basic steps. Obviously, you got to dig a trench. Now, how deep the trench is depends on how deep the root barrier is. This particular one comes in 12-inch, 18, 24-inch, even 36-inch strips for really big trees. Each one of these costs about $140 for a 20-foot roll. There are links in the video description and comments section for some more information on these products. Second, when you install these hard plastic root barriers, it's really important that you lay it with the open crease facing the existing tree. The reason being is that the roots will hit this barrier, they'll move side to side, they'll hit the crease, and the crease forces the roots down and away from the driveway, the sidewalk, the patio, and those kind of things. So make sure when you're installing these hard plastic ones that you install it with the open crease facing the existing tree or the future tree. Sometimes you want to plan ahead and you're planting a tree and you have everything ripped up. You might as well put this root barrier in, because a trench like this, and this is a 40-foot trench that you see in this video, it costs about $280 for the product, and it took about an hour to dig the trench and then install this. Third, you want to push the barrier against one side of the trench. You want to have a really solid backing, so either the concrete of the driveway or the native soil, so that it's really stable. And then you backfill that trench with either gravel or the native dirt. Either one will work fine depending on what your final product is. Now, in this case, we backfilled it with dirt because of what we're going to put on top of the root barrier, which I'll get to in just a minute. So backfill it, compact it. Again, make sure the open crease faces the tree roots. That's really important with a tree root barrier, that you do that next step. All right, once it's all filled, and you can see the guys are doing a great job backfilling the whole thing, then you kind of think about what can I do on top. Now, this particular job, after we backfilled the trench with the root barrier, then, and this was all part of the design, we installed a dry stream bed. The purpose of the dry stream bed is to act as a water barrier. There's a slight incline in this slope, as you're going to see in next week's video, and so we wanted the water that comes down to not hit the new driveway and settle in. So we sketched out a dry stream bed, laid down the weed barrier fabric to stop weeds from coming up, and then filled it in with rocks. And again, you're going to see this video next week on how to build a dry stream bed. But the purpose of this is to keep water from building up in that area where the root barrier is. Wherever water builds up, that's where roots are going to thrive. So it's not enough sometimes to add a root barrier. You want to add some kind of water barrier that redirects water away from it. And that's why I put the dry stream bed right there, to kind of divert the water, divert the roots, and create a tree root free area when we had this big massive pine tree we were working out. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Hey, make sure to hit that like button if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe to get more of my garden videos. Until next time, this is Doug, the 2-Minute Gardener, saying thanks for watching.